Quran series. Anyway, so in this clip what we're going to be looking at is how to identify the letters we've learnt so far. So we've learnt a, ba, ta, tha, 4 of those, and then we've learnt ja, ha, kha, 3 of those, 7, and we've also learnt da, tha, ra, za. Okay, so all of those put together, we can apply them in this chapter of the Quran. Now this is from the Quran. This is the first chapter of the Quran, which is known as Surah Al-Fatiha. So here goes. So what I'll do is I'll actually highlight letters, and the thing that you have to understand here is that the way that I wrote the letters in previous clips is actually the full form, and when letters are joined together, the letters are actually cut, and so sometimes you need to have an eye for identifying which letters they actually are. So an example here is, here this is actually with a dot underneath. You remember the dot? It's, you guessed it, it's B. Okay, so that's B. If you remember, we said the dot was very crucial there. Okay, so we've learnt one letter there, which is B. Okay, also if you carry on, you can see over here you have another letter there. This is the Ra. So you've got Ra there, it's got a fatha on top. Now don't worry about that W sign, we're going to do that inshallah in a few lessons time. So this is Ra, Ra, the R. Again, if you look, you can see next to it is a Ha, Ha. Okay, now here you have a symbol which we'll talk about a bit later as well. So we're going to be looking at this W sign, and we're also going to be looking at this curved symbol on top in a few lessons time. Right, another, again we have this Ra, again we have this time the Ha has a kasra below it. And if you remember in one of the clips I mentioned when we were doing these Ha, Jim, Ja, Ha and Kha, we said that the tail is cut off, so that's cut off there. Okay, over here, notice you have this A. Notice over here you have Ha, Ha. So you have A over here, you have Ha over here. Okay, the tail's cut off there. You also have Da. This is a form of Da. Okay, like the D with that piece missing. So you have that. You also have the Ra over here, Ra. So there's Da, there's Ra, and next to the Ra you have, yep, you've guessed it, the dot underneath, Ba or B. Okay, it has a kasra, so B. Okay, next to that you have this A with the no vowel on there. You also have over here again A. You have Ra, like previously. You have Ha with that symbol. Okay, again over here A. You have Ra. You have Hi with the kasra. Okay, also over here you have the Da. You have A or D, sorry, D. You have E over here, E. You have this A over here. You have, notice the dot underneath, single dot, Ba. You have Do over here, Do. Okay, you have E again over here, and then you have A over here, and you have Da over here, 2 dots, the teeth, 2 teeth. Okay, you have an E over here. You have D over here, D, remember that D shape. You have A over here, which is no vowel on top. You have Ra with a fatha, Ra. You have the A there with no fatha on there. You have Ta. You have Ra with a fatha on top. You have a Dha. Okay, so this is the first time we've seen this letter. Dha, if you remember, it's like the lisp trying to pronounce Z with the lisp, so the. We have a over here, a, and we have ta. If you notice, it's written there, ta with the fatha on top. And we also have, if we move slightly down, okay, we have ri, and we also have the a. Okay, we also have b, and we have, this is actually a in the form of a, it's a bit strange, but that's an a. This is another a, and that's it. Okay, right, so hopefully you can apply the rules that we learned so far onto this, and inshallah in the coming clips we'll be applying, or we'll be learning more of the letters and more about these symbols. Hope you understood that, makes sense. If you have any questions, any comments, suggestions, please leave them below, and subscribe to the channel as always.